side control position this week. So a couple of positions you're familiar with. One's guard. That's just with my legs wrapped around my partner. She is inside the guard. Another possibility, mount. It's a mounted position. She comes off and goes to side. This is a side control position or a cross side. So what we're looking at is escaping from this position. So a couple of options of her placement that I'll pay attention to, and one is where this arm is. You can either be on this side or on this side over here. So the one we're going to take a look at first is both arms are over. First thing I want to do anytime I'm in the bound or underneath side is I have to gain a position of a frame so that I can control them. So if you sit up for a second, I'm putting my forearm in, but it's really the lower part of the forearm on the hip. And I'm just going to cup the back like that. The other arm, there's different places it can go. But we usually, at first, will hide it under that far arm just for safety. And generally, I'll cup the back just for control. Once I've got those frames in place, I'll bridge my hips up, and I'm going to move my butt away from her. I'll shrink away. So it just looks like this. Bridge up, I'm going to get my toes active. Rotate my weight onto one shoulder, push myself away. And sometimes I have to do this a few times to create space between the two of us. Bridge up, trip away. Once I've got to that position, I'm going to insert my shin across the hip. A couple places it can go. It can go high. It can also sometimes go low. It just depends on how I'm going to escape. But if I'm in this position and they're holding on to me, I'm going to use that shin, that frame, to straighten my body out away from her. For me personally, I like to go to the biceps because if I'm on the street, they're punching here. So I want to be able to smother the arms. Once I've got that across, if she has weight on me, I'm going to look for this foot right here. I'm going to try to hook it there. Sometimes too, if I'll try to hook it, like she's got it tucked up nice, I can use the leg that's in there to sweep them a little bit like that. You see how the leg came out, and I can find it. Once I've got that, I need to free the leg that's across her hips. I'll strip again, create a little space, allows me to free that foot, and place her in the guard. You see right away she's looking for posture. I want to control her head and break posture down that allows me to submit or gives me an opportunity to sweep. Partner's down. I'm going to cross-side both hands. She finds a frame with the close arm, hides the other one, bridges the hips up, strips away. If she has to do it again, that's okay. Then she's going to insert that bottom leg across my hip. If I sit up, just so you can see placement. Sometimes I'm going to try to control her here. I don't want her to make space. So she'll use that frame and just swing her body away from me like that. For me, you can keep an underhook. I like to look for the biceps because on the street, this is a punching opportunity for me. Now, I would like to go back around this leg. She's going to hook the foot to keep me from sticking around that knee. And then all she has to do is free this leg up to place me in the guard. And see, she used this foot to shrimp again. Frees the foot, puts me in the guard, and immediately, I'm going to posture up. Questions? Okay, grab a partner. Let's get some numbers. 1, 2, 3. Just back and forth. So that's my basic. I'm in the same position. Sometimes they're going to hide the arm here. And they're doing this because of what you just did. I want to get sideways. I want to try to get this knee in on the bottom. She doesn't want that because it's the key to my escape. So one of the things I have to achieve, and everybody was looked like they were doing it, is just to get to my side. So I get to that side control. I'm not flat. But she still, even though I scoot away, you watch her hand, it follows me. Because she's trying to stop that knee on that side. I'm going to frame with my forearm against that leg. You can keep a forearm. You can also switch to a palm frame here if you like. For me, I like to have enough space to get my arms straighter so the alignment's better. And then what I'm going to do is use my top knee. So she wants to follow me in the arm, but I'm doing the same thing I was to the hip. I'm framing it, and I put my knee in on the arm, the top one, and I just flare it upwards to clear it out of position. Once I've got it, flare my elbow, and I can finish the move. So she doesn't want this knee in. Trying. Frame, I'm framing against the forearm. Make space. I'm going to use my top knee. She still wants it at the hip. You can also cup this elbow here as you clear it out of position. So I'm using my leg to clear this arm. And I can pretty much finish the same technique. When we talked earlier, she hid this foot. See how she's got that hid? I like to control the thigh, scoop my hips underneath. You can actually walk the shoulders a little, scoop again. And I'm not going to take her toward her knee here. If I take her in that direction, see how she flares it a little bit? Now I could get the hook, but I want to sweep her. I'd like to go to a dominant position. I'm going to bring her up at a 45. And sweep. Hides the hand. Frame against the hand. Make space. Top knee. Clear it out. Get that bottom knee in. You can finish the move we just did. I'm looking for the foot. She's hit it pretty well. Control. From here, sometimes I'll try to roll them, and it's like, man, I don't have the leverage. So I'm going to scoot underneath. Scoot underneath. And again, if I go toward that knee there, see how she flares this knee? So I'm going to bring her at this 45-degree angle. Into the mouth. Repeats. You're just picking the lock on that bottom arm. 1, 2, 3.